Hello people of the tube, welcome back to another oogly boogly video. And today is a building video, and actually today is a rather monumental occasion. I'm starting an entirely new series on Mycotania, which is going to be this new mega base, creative mega base that I'm creating, which is going to be huge, and it's going to spread all over this huge shattered savannah. And it's going to be like, it's a very futuristic build, sort of like a very futuristic high-tech civilization that's colonized the earth well after humans, or something like that. I'm not sure the details of the storyline, but as you can probably see here, we have three main features in this first section, which is the stairway, the entrance to the mighty civilization of Mycotania. Probably could have put it in a better place, because along here there's only just a spike at the end. I'm going to put like a lookout tower or a big thing on top of this, but that's for later. And I'll probably do, I'll do some flying machine highway that goes to somewhere over there, because this isn't really the best place to start it. So back to the build, and today I will be explaining the three main parts of this entranceway to Mycotania, the creative mega base. So the general build palette of this thing, I have used water, like as you can see in the torch towers, there's water streaming down, and on the main building we have the water mixed with stone bricks, smooth quartz blocks and polished basalt, as long as the smooth stone slabs, netherite, and occasionally the stone stairs mixed in there. And I've used all of these different blocks to create a very modern futuristic build, and I've used them in complementary to each other. So we have all of these grey, white, fairly simple with no colour blocks here, and then we have the water with that contrast, just to put the general life into this build. So the main part, or actually the smallest part, but also the main part of this build is the actual stairway itself. It's rather simple in its design, and it can be that sort of way which make it stand out from all of this with these really vibrant stripes made out of smooth quartz stairs. Your eyes are immediately drawn to it as when you first look at the build. So I've used stone brick stairs and smooth quartz stairs, which you can probably already see, and I've used that to create lines which go all the way up the stairs and then along the path. As we get onto a more level area where you can use basalt, and I've used that to break up the much more simple and not very nice design. If I were to carry it all the way along, just a bit of variation in here, getting that polished basalt to just add a bit more to this whole thing. So that's the stairway, and also we have underneath this bit, we have these. So we have smooth quartz stairs, which are underneath our main banister kind of thing, with stone brick stairs next to it, and then attached to smooth stone slabs, which are then again attached to the smooth quartz stairs again, to add that extra bit of detail on the underside that just sort of bring this whole thing together. Because if I didn't have these little things here, it will make this stairway just look a lot more less detailed, if you get what I mean, and much more separated from these buildings and the torch towers either side. So moving on to the second part of this design, we have the main building, which is featured of these 4 levels either side of the main stairway, with water streaming down the sides, and then stone brick platforms with, again, those polished basalt pillars as a sort of framework for this entire thing, help really bring it together. And we've got them around the back as well. You will notice the repeating pattern in this thing is the stone brick stairs, which then embed the smooth quartz block into the side, with stone brick stairs, again framing it on top to give a sort of window-like feel, but not really, if you get what I mean. We have it's just general wall detailing, because if I were to make this just pure stone bricks, it would just lose that bit of detail that I'm really going for. I'm really trying to get with this general build style. You also may have noticed with on top of these pillars that we have the smooth quartz stairs with another bit of polished basalt behind. I originally had another bit of polished basalt on top of it, but I didn't think, because the top of the polished basalt doesn't really work in this bit of the building. I thought of putting a smooth stone slab on top, but that doesn't really work, so I decided to bring a new block into the build palette, the block of netherite, and that really helps to add to the sort of atmosphere of richness and power around this build, because it's a very industrial block and it makes a really nice sound when you place it. So the final part of this build, the most standing out, the sore thumb of the landscape, the two torch towers. They are made mostly with the basalt is around the edge, which are going in and out, gradually going in as we get towards the top, as well as the stone bricks, and then the stone stairs to act as a substitute for if we had any polished basalt stairs, because instead of using the stone brick stairs, which would be not the right kind of block to use here, as these stone stairs have that similar texture as the basalt. So yet again we have the indented quartz, like a outline, no, not the opposite of outline. Someone comment what that is. I don't know what the opposite of outline is, but sort of just make a nice bit of contrast and add that extra feel to the build here, and it helps to really bring it all together, especially with when it comes up over the top, mingled in with that sea lanterns, which is a source of light in this build. I forgot to put that in the build palette, but that is also something we have here. And mixed in with that, like I said, for the bit on the top. I'm not sure what you would call this. Basically just the top of the torch tower where the fire is. Now I've used the new soul fire in 1.16 to create that futuristic kind of fire torch tower kind of thing, and I've used that in context with all of the other blocks, and it helps to complement the water. It's a similar kind of colour, and also bringing that colour and life to the whole build. So that is every part of this here staircase build entrance type thing to the entrance to the mighty civilization that is I've forgotten the name of my own. Maybe I should change the name to make it something more memorable. Mycotania. The entrance to Mycotania. Now I've forgotten what I'm saying now. Oh my god. Okay, back to the subject. This is thank you for watching all the way to the end. That was all 3 bits of the entranceway to Mycotania. New episodes will be coming out every couple of weeks or so, so be sure to subscribe to see how big this mega base will end up getting over this large biome we have here. So yeah, thank you for watching, and good